Welcome to the first video on rational expressions. This video is going to simply introduce what a rational expression is, and then we're going to do a couple of simple multiplication and division problems. Now, I'm not going to be working into so much the simplification at this point. I'm going to do another video on that because it's somewhat complicated at first. And so I just want to keep it very simple and just show you that all of the rules that you remember from fractions apply here. It's okay. There's nothing really new to learn. It just looks more complicated. It's really not. So first things first, a rational expression is nothing more than a ratio of polynomial expressions. It's not that bad. All right, when you work with them, you are going to follow the same rules as you would normal fractions. So step one. When you're multiplying two rational expressions, multiply straight across, just like we did when we were working with fractions. So for our first example here, when I multiply these two rational expressions, I'm going to multiply 3x and 2 to get 6x. And then I'm going to multiply 5 and 9x squared to get 45x squared. At this point, I can reduce, and this is a simple one to reduce. 6 over 45 can be reduced by a factor of 3 on top and bottom. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 45 divided by 3 is 15. I have 1x on top, 2 x's underneath. 1 cancels with 1, and I am left with 1 underneath. So I have 2 over 15x. And that's simply what it is. Now remember, there's no over button on your calculator. Over is division. So we're still taking 2 and dividing it by 15x, whatever x happens to be. All right, that's multiplication. Very simple, very straightforward. The next one is division. The reason why we put these two together is because division simply involves flipping the second or bottom fraction and multiplying the resultants. Okay. Addition and subtraction takes something called the common denominator. We're going to do that later. We have to learn how to factor or learn how factoring expressions helps us in that. All right, so on division. First things we're going to do, when dividing two rational expressions, flip the second or bottom, depending on how they present it to you. Flip the second rational expression and multiply the two resulting expressions. We're going to flip it first. 3x divided by 5, we flip the second, and so we're going to multiply by 9x squared over 2. Okay, so when we do this, now we go ahead and we multiply them. Well, I'm going to pick a color that's better here. Let's go with green again. So now I take 3 times 9 is 27. X times x squared, we add the exponents, and so there's 1x here, there's 2 x's here for a total of 3 x's being multiplied. Notice multiply here. And underneath we have 5 times 2 for 10. At this point, we are done. 27 is only divisible by 3, 10 is not, and therefore there's no simplification to be done. Just remember your rules from fractions. Rational expressions, don't change a thing about it.